You guys ready? All right, guys. Hi, welcome back to the Chillin In The Party podcast. I'm your host, Clarkson Rec, and today is a D&D episode. But I want to do a little bit of a pre-show, just because the D&D episode takes a lot longer to edit than a regular episode does. So we're going to talk a little bit of gaming, probably like 30-40 minutes, hit the highlights of the week, and then we're going to roll right into our D&D session. That way you guys don't get 3 weeks without an episode, because you guys get a little mini episode, because I take a long time to edit. It is what it is. With that being said, this isn't like our normal gaming episodes, because these are just the stories that we think are interesting. Nobody made show notes. It's just pretty much what we've been doing. So it may not be news, but you know, news is news to someone who hasn't heard it before.
Fuck yeah, brother.
No show notes?
No show notes.
Damn, we look like we freeballing this one.
We're vibing, all right? If the parties are organized.
Freeballing.
Oh my god.
Here's the thing, right? Parties are organized. Kickbacks just happen.
Kickback just happened.
Kickbacks just happen. Somebody had some chips. One of the homies had a couple drinks left in the fridge, and we just vibing. We just vibing.
Sure. Not sponsored, by the way. I just
wish,
enjoy
though.
that shit.
I wish though. Shit, I be getting sponsored.
That's crazy.
Hey, they sponsor me, and I'm drinking it.
Call me.
Call me tonight.
Anyways, first thing I wanted to talk about, I wanted to do a kind of review or an in-progress review of our thoughts of South of Midnight. Just because this game has gotten a lot of coverage and not a lot of coverage at the same time. It's really interesting to me personally, because the people that played it loved it. Some people didn't like it as much. And then there were like a group of people who tried to hate on it, but the hate just didn't stick because
you know
everyone
who they are.
seemed to be... No, we don't give...
You know who they are?
We don't even need to give them attention. They know who they are. They are on. They are like 0 for 3 this year. They're not doing well.
They are not doing well.
Assassin's Creed
Assassin's
Shadows,
Creed,
and now South of Midnight.
What do they have in common? What do they have in common? What could be bothering them? What could be bothering them?
I wonder.
Maybe those 3 letters that don't exist anymore. Apparently,
At this rate, it's gonna be Lakers and
Legacy 5. South of Midnight, Assassin's Creed, Split Fiction. Legacy 5.
Oh yeah, Lakers and 5.
No, but I just wanted to have a conversation, seeing as how normally Chance is here. He's like, we have a token white guy, we don't have a token black guy. But normally Chance is here, and I kind of really wanted Chance's input because he's from the area that this game takes place. But I feel like there's no better people to have a conversation about this game than the people who are in
The game.
this podcast. No, not in. Well, we are.
Lord
in the game,
Jesus.
but
We
like,
are in a game. A bunch of niggas, bro. What you
Why?
Oh my god.
obviously he hasn't played it, but
Wait, I did play it one time. Oh,
What
but
chapter
no,
you on?
you did
What
not.
chapter? What chapter you on?
I was in the house. It's still
What
the first
chapter you
chapter.
on?
It's the first chapter.
It's okay. Have a seat. You
Oh
can
my
do
God.
general vibes, but have a seat. All right, have a seat.
I'm gonna sit down.
He said, "Have a seat." I'm gonna sit down.
I'm gonna sit down.
I gotta get back on it though. I'm behind now.
So this is how I want to do this. How many of us have played the game so far?
Say the 3.
Okay, so this is gonna be an us 3 heavy conversation. You guys can chime in too, but this is gonna be us 3 heavy.
Can I say stuff like that? Things I've seen, like her nose and her eyebrow
Terry.
slashes. What?
Stop it. Get some help.
I love it. It's so amazing. Like, it's a real girl right here. I like this. I like it.
I was
like
trying to have an intelligent conversation about this for once, but
Oh, intelligent. I'm sorry. That's not my turn. I'm sorry. Stupid shit that came up there.
man.
Hold on. Let me get back to the stupid corner. My bad.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Stupid.
My
Oh my
fault.
God.
Oh,
fault.
this needs to be a short
Shit.
in itself, just by itself. This has no affiliation with any of this part.
I
of the-
think
My God.
I think Terry is doing something inadvertently that is actually kind of what I wanted to talk about, which is the portrayal of black people in this game is a lot different than we normally are portrayed. Normally there's a lot of stereotypes. Normally we have Coltrane from Gears, and then we have the Sergeant from Halo. You know, like normally we
all
only
the
see
archetypes.
Yeah, we see us normally like one way, except for like Mafia 3. Mafia 3 was a great example of like the different ways that we're portrayed in games. But in this game specifically, I finished it. Tiff, how far are you in it?
Chapter 8, so what, like 4 chapters left?
So it's you're 6 chapters away. King, I think you're like chapter 10.
14 chapters, my bad.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
6
still
chapters.
further back.
Okay,
I took a couple days off.
that's fine. That's
Playing
fine.
anything.
Yeah.
But I played enough of it to have an impression of it.
Yeah. I think that this game, if we just go, I just want to start from the top. This game is visually just gorgeous. It's a he's
You
playing on
literally
record.
You know what? Hey, you know what? I like. You know what?
Literally just
Keep just play. No, play it. No, seriously. Play
No,
it.
I'm gonna keep going while I'm talking.
Play it.
No,
right?
no. Damn it. I love what you're saying. No, but the game's visually impressive as hell.
Oh, yeah.
It has a lot of style, and I think that this game does what it does with its art style gives a lot more staying power. Because I feel like whenever you chase something to the highest level of graphics, eventually it's going to be surpassed by something else, and it's not going to stay as well. But games that have their own very distinctive style normally hang out for longer as cult classics because you can replay them because the style itself isn't super realistic. It's its own thing. And this whole Tim Burton-y
Stop motion
style.
Yeah.
Some people don't like it.
Actually,
I really like it.
I dig
It's
it.
like I like it.
I love it.
It's like playing a what's the Tim Burton movie? It's amazing.
Yeah,
remember what's that one with the girl with the buttons? The movie?
Nightmare
Coraline.
Before Christmas.
Coraline.
Coraline.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Coraline
vibes alone, the game is killing it. The sound design is really good.
Oh yeah.
Me and Tiff were having a conversation about it while we were
Yeah.
playing it. I was like, God damn, the storms sound really realistic. The wind blowing, the hurricanes,
Right at the
nature, all of it.
beginning,
Yeah.
And as somebody that has ridden out hurricanes, I can attest. It really
Terry,
sounds
what's your question?
like
Terry, Terry, go ahead. What's up?
Is that white or is that like Creole light skin? You know what I'm talking about?
Her dad?
Her
Yeah,
daddy?
Her
that
dad's
look-
white.
He is French
Yeah,
as fuck.
that's white.
That's a French bro. Look at him. He look good.
I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon.
Oh, that look good.
Terry, out of here.
My man said Leprechaun is real.
Oh,
Terry, go ahead. Mute up for 10. Mute up.
hold on,
Put on
man. You
time
know
out,
what?
bro. You gotta put on time out. That's crazy.
No, you're getting put on timeout. Just because like
that is
the subject matter
wild.
the subject matter of this game is not in tune with Terry's vibes right now. This game is extremely serious.
Yes.
It deals with loss, regret, child neglect, child abuse,
Yeah.
in some cases murder.
What might?
Straight up trauma.
Murder.
There's
Straight
so
up
much
trauma.
that I don't want to spoil it, but at one point there is something that happens in the game.
Okay, I'm gonna be quiet, yeah.
Because each of the stories are each of the chapters are kind of situated around a certain kind of like myth that is in like the whole like Southern mythology that they're focusing on. And
Southern
these
folklore.
stories are not heartfelt at all. They're intense. They have very, very intense subject matter to the point where some people may be very uncomfortable by them. And I think that the way that the stories are told through the lens of a video game kind of lend themselves to be more tolerable, and that way you kind of get the message at the end of them, because there is a message in the end of it.
Mm-hmm.
One of the chapters that's towards like the middle of the game, where you're dealing with the Rougarou.
I think
Giant-
that's my favorite.
Yeah, giant
I
owl
think that's
creature.
my favorite one.
That shit hit home. It hit home real hard because it's the themes of kind of letting go of anger and what happens whenever you let anger build up and it like kind of destroys
Mm-hmm.
like things that you've built. And it's also a very at-home story because these characters are black. They are black as hell.
Yep.
They just unapologetically black.
And I love it.
Spoiler alert, there are themes about slavery in here too. So this game is unapologetically black.
Yes.
The voice actors, they talk like us, they sound like us.
The
It's
singing.
just
I love
the songs that go along with it too
Yeah.
are just, I forgot who it is. One of the game reviewers that I follow on TikTok, he was weeping
Yep.
at one of the parts, and
That's terrible.
it almost got me there. I'm not gonna lie and tell you I cried, but like
My ass.
I really just like how the music tells the story as well.
Hey, pack it back,
I
y'all.
love that. I really love that.
it is. The music really helps tell the story. It enhances the story. I think that if you take away one of the elements of these games, you get something completely different. But in an entire package, you really get kind of the message that they're trying to like portray.
I can see a nomination for best sound direction.
I can see a nomination for
Sound
maybe
direction,
best
art
story.
direction.
Best
Story,
yeah.
art direction,
Exactly.
it can be up there. Best narrative, I think that I don't know if it'll win, but a nomination makes sense because a
Yeah.
lot of these themes are
Yeah.
gonna make people extremely uncomfortable.
Yes, a lot of trigger
It's
warnings.
gonna-
Extremely
Like don't be surprised when you hear this game at the Game Awards later for a few categories.
I hope it gets there just because I think it deserves the recognition of being there, but I don't know if it will. Just because it is what it is, and I feel like
and yeah.
it will
We-
hit
you know,
us
we know,
as a whole.
we know.
It will hit us harder than it
We
will hit
already
other
know.
people.
Yeah.
No, not even that. I think that like if I was like a white kid from the suburbs and I wasn't familiar with America's history at all, especially maybe the parts that don't make my great grandpappy look that great.
Yeah.
It would be extremely uncomfortable for me and I probably wouldn't understand it, but that's not the case for me. I think that this game is not for everyone. I'm not going to sit here and tell everyone that they should play it. It's not. I think that there is, how do I put this? Not a level of tolerance, but like a level of like genuine understanding that you have to have when going into this. That like, even though it may not apply to you, because I'm saying like not everybody is this color, but like,
Terry.
I feel like if you go into it with an open mind, you can really get the most out of it. And even some of the stories have nothing to do with black people. Two of them specifically, Two-Toed Tom, and then the first story about Benji. They have nothing to do with black people at all. But the stories themselves are still very strong. They're still very good. Yeah, that's how I feel about it.
Sounds like needs to be tried out.
It really
It's on
does.
Game Pass. There's no
Yeah,
the
I
barrier
know.
to entry
Game
is
Pass, so there's
non-existent.
no
What
excuse.
Clark was saying, ladies and gentlemen, if you have any tint in your skin, play this game, my friend. You know what I'm saying?
Bars.
Support your kin, my friend.
Bars.
Bars.
I think Chance is probably going to really enjoy this game because it addresses an area that he's from. He probably knows more about the source material than any of us here. A lot of the reviewer that did it for IGN, I'm pretty sure he was a white guy, but he was also from the South, and he said he loved it. He loved every minute of it. The gameplay got a little bit repetitive, which it is. It has a gameplay loop that's very similar to like, it's like a Prince of Persia or like an Infamous.
Yeah.
The gameplay feels extremely familiar. It's not innovative at all. It's not doing anything different. But I don't think that was the main thing that they were focused on. I feel like the storytelling, the gameplay gets you to the storytelling.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like too. It even has that feel when I first started. Like wants you to
Tell you what, though.
explore and learn. Boy, it's been 5 minutes. Shut the hell up.
Better pick it up real quick because you'll get embarrassed.
Oh yeah, the gameplay isn't hard. It's just not. It's not God of War gameplay. It's not that smooth. It's not that snappy. When you get hit, it takes you a minute to get up. You can get jumped. You will get jumped.
I've gotten jumped.
You will get jumped.
It's really against. Damn.
Like
Yeah, you get
they
stomped
don't
out in the swamp.
like the enemies do not play fair. They do not play nice in this game.
The enemies don't. They.
I mean, in reality, does the enemy play fair with us anyway, brothers and sisters?
If you stream
My God.
and you think shit's sweet out here, it ain't.
My brothers and sisters, the enemy has been playing unfair for thousands of
My
years.
gosh.
Oh God.
Thousands is a bit of a stretch, but we'll get there.
We'll go with that.
We'll get there.
I just enjoy that we got to see Black characters portrayed in, I won't say, positive way, not
It is a positive
stereotypical,
way. Yeah.
and
A non-stereotypical.
non-stereotypical way.
Yeah.
And
I'll say that like there's some standout performances in this.
yeah,
Hazel's a standout performance.
yes. And I love
think
her
it's
hair. And I
Laurent
love
is a
that they-
standout performance for me.
Yep.
Later on in the game, when you meet the speaker for the Kushma, he is. I see a lot of cosplayers doing that. I see a lot of.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a lot of people that I think that's gonna be the one that sticks. Honestly,
What's the name again? So I make sure. No, don't tell me. Don't say it again.
you'll get there when you get there.
Yeah, tonight because I'm gonna play.
Oh my gosh.
Lying ass.
I think you should. I think everybody should give it a try.
I really
It is
think
on Game
everybody
Pass.
should
Give it a
play
try.
it. It's a
Y'all
good
know
game.
me. Y'all know I'm gonna give it a try.
I think
problem.
even non-black people should try it. Honestly.
Even non-black.
It was
'Cause there's a
it's
lot of
just a good
narratives.
story.
There's a
I
lot
like
of
the way
people.
the story carries you through everything, and I'm interested to know more to see what's gonna happen. So
Uh-huh.
and how everything ties in.
It's great all the way through. It's really good. I will say that a lot of the black streamers and black content creators around this game specifically have been very defensive about it. But they're very defensive about it just because this is a story that is so us. And even if you're not from the South, you can still, there's a lot of themes that are a part of it that can still hit you. And like, it'll really catch you off guard. Just like, I feel that. This writing, I feel every part of it. And I don't want that to become kind of gatekeepy for the game because I feel like other people should be able to play it. But just know that if you come sideways about this game, you might get jumped on just because
Just might.
You might get stomped in
Yeah.
the swamp.
because
Stomped
there's
in
an
the swamp.
emotional connection here. It's there. It's 100% there.
Would you say it's comparable to the feelings of Black Panther? Like when that came out as a movie?
Oh.
I would say yes, but Black Panther
Maybe
brought
not the
an
same scale.
excitement.
Not the same scale. Maybe not the same scale, but still
But the
similar
same, but the same
response.
feeling or similar,
So-
similar feeling.
So Black
deep
Panther
connection.
was like a moment of celebration. This is therapy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is therapy. This
I'll
is
agree with that.
acknowledging legitimate pain.
Mm-hmm.
Like Lovecraft County.
Kind
That shit
of.
made me.
kind
That
of.
shit made me.
Kind of,
Now it brought
yeah.
reality.
Yeah.
I would say that's a
Yeah.
great comparison. That's
Yeah.
a great comparison.
Cause the more you say it, that's what I kept thinking about.
Yeah.
Cause they had, them niggas didn't have magic, and then niggas.
Well,
Terry go Terry.
I'm glad Terry
man.
kept me from making this segment too serious. I appreciate that.
Oh my bad, that's what we was doing. I mean,
No.
The
I was
shackles,
worried it was.
brother.
I was
The
worried it was
shackles,
going to be too
brother.
serious. I was worried that it would be too mushy. But I'm glad that Terry can ground. But Terry's grounded me, and I appreciate it.
Oh, okay, because I'm about to say, if you want to get on your soapbox, brother Malcolm, I'll move out the way. I didn't mean to overstep. I did not mean to
Nah, you good. You
overstep.
good, brother. You good.
No.
I just want.
If anybody else doesn't have anything else to talk about south of midnight, I'll just end it with something. Does anybody else got anything?
I'm loving it right now.
I think we've crossed all of what I
10
want to
minutes
talk
in,
about so far.
game of the year. I will say, we need more of this. We need more of this.
Absolutely.
We need more storytelling like this. I don't even think that we need more storytelling that is innately as black as this, but I feel like we need storytelling that's as honest as this.
I want more though.
But like,
Wow.
I do want more stories about us. I do like seeing myself represented in video games. I do love it. And I think that this style of storytelling could also lend itself to cultures that we don't see a lot about.
Yeah.
So I'm saying more of this. Both I want more black stories. I do. I want more non-conventional black stories because this is non-conventional. But I also want more storytelling where it is innately what it is. Like if we had a story like this for like Latin culture or anything like this, I feel like it would also lend itself to that.
Oh yeah.
or cultures that we specifically don't know about. I feel like we get a lot of, in video games, we get a lot of Asian culture, we get a lot of high fantasy Western culture.
Wow.
This is... It is, because everybody loves samurais, everybody loves cowboys, everybody loves futuristic space guns. But
everybody love ninjas, nigga. I love me a ninja, nigga.
What did I tell you?
Oh my gosh.
I will say this though. I think the story in this game has inspired me to take a piece of that and do something D&D related to it.
I thought you were about to say you about to look into your ancestry and see how deep strong.
I'm inspired.
I think this is going to inspire a lot of lower scale stories. Not everything has to be a world-ending event.
Yeah, but something in that universe or using that same lore.
I think if anything, this should inspire people to bring more of their stories that are more personal to you. I think that this is what this is doing. This feels extremely personal.
Like somebody was cleaning out their closet through a video game?
A little bit. But yeah, enough about that. Let's talk about something more fun.
There was something I wanted to tell you about, but I can't remember.
You guys want to talk about Marathon? Or do you want to talk about anything else? I know Marathon's the big news. That happened yesterday.
Can I play, what you talking about?
Great. Well, if you're like Terry and you don't know what I'm talking about, Marathon is the next big game by Bungie. Marathon.
What's it about?
It is a remake of a game from 1990, I believe. At that time, it was like a futuristic survival game, but now they've turned it into a futuristic extraction shooter. There is a lot of coverage about this game right now. The reveal happened yesterday, because this is being recorded on Sunday the 13th.
Yeah,
So the reveal happened on the 12th, and there are a lot of people that have a lot of things to say about it, and...
Are they angry? Oh my.
It's mixed. I'm hearing this is such a reminder of Vanilla Destiny. I'm hearing a lot of that. But it's not in the way that the gameplay is, because they're saying, like, the thing about Vanilla Destiny is it was light on story, it had really good gameplay, it had really good gameplay loop, so you're willing to give it time. But even the developers for Marathon have said that we are building the plane as it's flying. They don't have a lot of story. They're going to be doing story through these like social events and these like limited time events and stuff like that through the game. So this isn't a very story heavy game, and there also is no story. there's no story content. This is strictly a extraction shooter. But this is a extraction shooter that they are paying, that they're charging you a full price offering for. What does that mean? This is gonna be...
This is not free to play?
It's not. They said that so everything that I've heard, and I've heard this from all of the big Destiny streamers that were invited to play it, they were floating the idea of making this a actual box offering. What does a box offering mean? It means that this is gonna be a full price game. Even if it's not a full price game and they do like the $40, I feel like that's still asking for a lot, just because all of these battle royale and extraction shooter games are free to play. All of your competition is free to play. And if we learned anything from Concord,
I was just about to say that. Isn't this what happened to Concord?
It is what happened to Concord. It looks very similar.
Why are you up there petting the cat like you Dr. Evil?
Oh. Yes. Listen, I wasn't gonna say nothing about it. I saw it, but
I'm just sitting there.
I wasn't gonna say nothing either, because that's the nigga Merlin. So I'm like, ain't got nothing to say about that. Let the nigga Merlin chill.
Yeah. But I don't have a lot to say about it. I signed up to try to get a key for the beta, so if we didn't get the key for the beta,
yeah, I did too.
That's gonna be in 2 weeks from now. I think the 23rd. So if we get in, we'll play it. We'll tell you about it. I think that I am unqualified to tell you about it because I just watched a bunch of other people talk about it. So they played it. I didn't. So I'm just telling you what the news surrounding it is.
Yeah. Well, those that don't learn from history are doomed to repeat it, man.
Tell them, Dr. Evil.
I don't know. It looks good. The gameplay looks good. The gunfights look good. The style of it. I love the style of it.
Asking people to pay money for a genre of a game where they can go play something else for free.
This also comes out the same day as Borderlands 4.
Oh, that ain't. Oh, man. Ain't nobody gonna be there.
See now.
Ain't nobody got no time for that.
Mm.
Ain't
I'm
nobody got
putting
time for
my
that.
Rip to
ducats
this
for
game
Borderlands.
already.
I'm sorry.
Jesus Christ.
September's pretty
Hit the
empty.
balloons.
It is September is Borderlands month right now. You say
Jesus
Christ.
This nigga got a treasure chest under her bed.
Rip
God.
to this game
All right,
already.
Calypso.
The blue.
That's why we can't see her. Hey, Calypso, what's your weather gonna be like?
I got a hot take. I think that Marathon could beat out Borderlands because I feel like there's a lot of fatigue around Borderlands. Unless Borderlands does anything new. If Borderlands does anything new, and I'm saying since Borderlands 2, we might be up Shit's Creek when it comes to
But it's Borderlands, man. You play Borderlands.
It's Borderlands.
Come on, man.
It's
You about to have an
gonna
ass load
do-
of guns and
Yep.
just
It's
okay.
blowing shit up. And
So let me tell you, there was Borderlands 1,
Hey, man.
then there was Borderlands 2, then there was
Yeah.
Borderlands 2.1.
2.5.
Yeah.
There was Borderlands 2.2 in space. Then there was
Yeah.
Borderlands 2.3, which was Borderlands 3, because it was exactly the same, but that was just Borderlands with annoying twins in
Wait,
it.
so Tiny Tina Wonderlands don't count?
That was Borderlands D&D. Borderlands 2 D&D. But it was the same game. It was the same game. Would you
I don't want
would you
no
like-
bad.
I think that
Would you like
There's-
potatoes, or would you like fried potatoes, or would
You
you
know
like
what?
mashed potatoes?
the same people that are going to play Borderlands 4, which is Borderlands 2.5, are the same. They better not. I better not see any of the same names be the same people that were complaining about Ubisoft doing the same thing when it comes to Assassin's Creed. I don't want to hear them complaining about Far Cry. I don't want to hear them complaining that Call of Duty is always the same. I don't want to hear it.
Tell
Because
'em,
you have
brother.
played the same game in different settings since Borderlands 2.
What say thee? No
Tiff, I got a
words.
question. I got a question for you. I got a question for you, Tiff.
Oh, jeez.
How many ones
What
and zeros?
was
did you
different
get?
about Borderlands 2 and Borderlands 3?
why you gonna put me on the spot like that?
You can phone a friend. Can anybody tell me a key difference between Borderlands 2 and Borderlands 3? Besides that the characters looked different.
Me.
Oh, wait.
Merlin,
Merlin ain't got no answers, bro. Ain't nobody
All
got
of the
no
guns
answers.
are like super randomized anyway. So like, yeah, there's millions of guns, but they're pretty much all the same 10 archetypes or whatever. So they've been doing that since Borderlands 2.
Yeah.
Tiffany, no, don't say yeah. You give him facts. Like, no, bitch, this is different. Remember
You
that
give
one
him
time?
facts, nigga. Shit.
Girl, I ain't ever seen that shit before.
Okay, so with that being said, that's all I gotta say about that. I don't know how this became a marathon. I'm worried about marathon conversation to who the fuck cares what's different about Borderlands, but same but different. The last thing I want to talk about before we skip over to our D&D episode. God, how do I tiptoe around this without tripping up the algorithm? Because the algorithm doesn't like when you say certain words. Happy Liberation Day? Because they may have liberated us out of the Switch 2? If you don't know what I'm talking about, congratulations, you've buried your head so far into the sand that all of this is irrelevant to you. Liberation Day was when all of the tariffs went into effect.
Yeah.
With all those tariffs going into effect, everything is in the future is going to be a lot more expensive because they put tariffs on everyone. By this time that we're making this video, most of those tariffs have been paused for 90 days. But that also does not stop the irreparable damage that has already been done. Well, I don't want to say irreparable. Everything will probably come back up eventually, but it's going to take a really long time. The same day that the pre-orders went out for the Switch 2 is the following day they got pulled the fuck back.
sure.
You can't if you're in fucking North America, you cannot order a Switch 2. You can't pre-order it because they pulled it off the shelves. Some people are saying it's to do a cost reassessment to see if they need to charge more for the Switch 2 due to the tariffs. They're already charging more for the games, if you didn't know.
Yeah.
Because before
That's all. Yeah,
Before they
that's a whole
announced
different
that
subject
already
right
let
there.
me know it ain't
That's
for
a
me
whole
right
different
now.
topic right there.
That's a whole
Well,
other.
We could do a whole discussion on that.
Let's discuss.
Man,
Did you guys watch the Switch Direct?
Yeah.
Terry did not.
You know I did because I don't want no Switch. I don't even.
I don't want no Switch.
I don't want no Switch.
That's
Okay,
crazy.
so for the Terrys of the world, I'll give you the rundown of the Switch. A bunch of games got announced during the Switch Direct. They announced that the Switch is going to have group chat. It's also going to have a FaceTime chat. There's a camera that you can attach to it. Whenever you use that camera, apparently your Switch will run at 2 frames a second because that preview was terrible. It was really
and I
bad.
believe that camera's only like, 480p or something like that. But I digress.
Yeah, but that's not the important part. Switch finally got group chat. Welcome to the Xbox 360. It took them that long. You do have to pay for that stupid Switch Online stuff that's really expensive for no reason. There you go. But they did announce a new Donkey Kong game that looks gas. There's a From Software game that people are calling Bloodborne 2. That's gonna be a Switch exclusive. There's a new Mario Kart. There's a new Kirby, and the new Metroid game is in first person. It looks kind of cool.
Oh.
Now, that's all the stuff they announced for the Switch 2. During that rundown, they also left a little snippet in there about how you can get upgrades to your existing Switch games. They didn't announce what the price for those upgrades were going to be, but they said for a price, you can upgrade your Switch 1 games to Switch 2 games for certain games that people wanted to play with higher fidelity, such as playing Tears of the Kingdom at 60 frames a second. In 1080p with 60 frames. They said that the Switch 2 can also do up to 120 frames at TP or 60 frames at 4K, which is good. It's great. It's great for a handheld. At the price point of $450, it's a little pricey.
A little pricey.
In this current economy, it's extremely pricey.
There we
current
go.
economy,
There we
yes.
go. That's what I was looking
But
for.
in the current economy, yes. But,
I mean, you can have eggs or you can have a Switch. You can't have both.
but
Eggs do make me gassy, though.
also,
I like fried
in an
eggs.
economy where the Steam Deck exists, the Asus ROG Ally exists, the MSI Claw exists, the Legion Pro exists. I mean, that's honestly, it's a competitive price.
It is a competitive price compared to all of those ones, because all of those are priced between the 400 and 500 range anyway. So it's not unlike all of its competitors. But unlike all of its competitors, you can only play Switch games on the Switch. They don't have a lot of third-party offerings. They do have a couple. They're bringing, I think, Borderlands 4 and a couple other games. They're expanding their third-party offerings. But for all of the first-party offerings for Switch, and this is what they decided to announce after the Direct was over, for good reason, because they want $80 for Mario Kart.
Ooh, $80.
$80 and $90 for the physical.
If you want a
for the
cartridge,
physical.
that
90
only
for the
has a
physicals,
downloadable
right?
key on it.
Yeah.
Not the full game.
The actual
download code.
game, just a download code. Yeah.
They want $90 for physical.
They smoking deep fried dick.
Man.
Smoking.
I couldn't have said it better myself. I couldn't.
I was not expecting that from Tiffany today. That was not on my
I didn't
bingo.
expect.
I'm
nope,
sorry.
Not from the unlocked player. That needed to be. They had to pay for that comment.
I'm telling you,
Shit.
Tiff hit the nail on the head. $90 for
Right.
a physical cartridge of Mario Kart. Not just
Man.
that, any of the Nintendo first-party offerings are now going to be $80 if they're a Switch 2 game, and $90 if you want a cartridge.
And everybody
Or the
thought
download code.
Xbox or
See me, I can stay
Sony was
home.
gonna do that price
But I
hike
gotta
on
go
the
to the store and pay
games.
$10. But you lost your fucking mind.
But the thing that's also interesting about this is your upgrades for all of your Switch 1 games that you want higher fidelity and you want better graphics and you want to be able to play Tears of the Kingdom not at 15 frames a second. That's $30.
I'm cool.
Jesus
Just Dance
freaking.
and Animal Crossing look fine on my TV right now.
This nigga.
30
said
I'm
he
cool.
does.
I'm fucking fine.
$30
I
upgrade.
mean,
Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry.
I've never bought any
You
kind
heard.
of console on day one anyway, so I'll be alright.
But you
got
got
it for a while.
But you gonna get it though, huh?
You say you still don't get it, bro.
No, I'm good.
You sure?
I think I'm good.
You sure?
I think I'm good. I love Mario Kart. I really
I
do.
do too. I do too.
Oh yeah, Mario.
Wow.
Yeah, I got Mario Kart.
Well,
Yeah,
again, if
that should
I'm
look bomb
gonna
on my
shell
TV.
if I'm going to shell out that kind of money, I'm either going to upgrade the graphics card in my rig, or I'm going to get a handheld PC.
Here's the thing, right? If I haven't
What?
paid $90 for, if I didn't pay $90 for any of the, like, I didn't pay $90 for Assassin's Creed. I didn't pay $90 for the last God of War. I didn't pay $90 for the last GTA. I didn't pay $90 for Metaphor Refantatio. All of these games are incredible modern marvels of games. And I'm not paying $90.
And I ain't fucking doing that shit.
Why the fuck?
Whoa, Tiff, wait a minute.
Especially,
Who is this?
especially
You know what? It must be
era
the day.
where
It's the day.
Game Pass
Yes.
exists.
Yep.
Yeah, with Game Pass, even PlayStation Plus, which is a lesser offering, Amazon Prime Games,
A lesser off.
Yeah,
and the Epic
their
Games.
whole Luna
is
service.
dropping a
Yeah.
bucket, but I'm just saying.
I mean, it's a ridiculous thing to ask for. It's a ridiculous thing
Like,
to charge.
Nintendo really wants us to pay $80 for a first-party game in the era where other subscription services exist. Fuck out of here.
Man, fuck all that. Where the fuck is a handheld PC? Why y'all act like you just said some shit that y'all know
Steam
about?
Deck.
Steam
We've
Deck.
talked
Steam
about
Deck.
this
Put it
so
on your
many
wish list.
times.
Oh, I put it on my wish list. The steamer.
Oh my
Y'all
god!
know-
Please,
y'all know old niggas don't be knowing shit.
please put an annotation that pops up there referencing to that video.
A steamer. My bad.
Put
Sorry.
an
I just didn't-
annotation.
No one
right?
ever said it was a. No one said handheld PC before. That was new to me. All I was like,
Right.
how the fuck this nigga carrying his computer
Man.
around, big dummy? I saw a big ass TV.
Yo, dead ass be facts, my guy. You ain't never heard of a laptop?
That is a portable.
Can you please, I beg you, please put a light bulb above his head? Please. Please.
Everybody point to Terry right now for
I
his light
beg
bulb.
you.
Point to him.
I
Point to
beg-
him. Point to him. Make that light bulb pop
Hold on,
up.
hold on.
Can we have a
Hold on, wait,
can we just have a light bulb and a ding?
Hold on, wait,
Uh-oh.
wait.
Get mad.
No, wait, stop, wait. I'm sorry. I gotta do this right now.
I love it.
So when he said portable PC, I was thinking about like for games only. I wasn't thinking about a fucking laptop though. But listen, yeah, goddamn.
He said, hey man, you just blew this
He
man's
about to be
mind
fucked
for real.
up for the rest of the day.
He don't know what to do. His mind is jumbled. Thoughts.
Man.
So I was thinking
Do it,
about
Terry.
like
Terry, don't do it,
I
bro.
thought it was just
You're gonna hurt yourself, bro.
I thought it was
You
just
gonna hurt
like
yourself.
like PC made. I thought PC
Carry
made a
the
Game
1
Boy.
minus the 0 square root of pi.
5, 6, 7.
God.
Carry the 1.
13 colonies, 52
Fishing effects.
states.
Hey, Terry.
Goddamn, 47.
You know 1 + 1 is 2.
To the third
will-
power.
Man,
I
Square
will
root.
say this.
I feel bad. Fuck now.
there should be maths going across the
Quick
screen
maths.
right now.
I would
Hey, man.
like to leave you with one more thing while we're talking about the Switch. I need you to consider this. If you are a reasonable human being and you think, you know what? I won't get the Switch when it first comes out, but I might pick it up later. I have 2 things for you to consider. 1, if/when those tariffs go back into effect, the Switches that were already made will be sold at one price, and the
Yep.
Switches that they make in the future will be sold at another. Because the price of making them
Look at the cat.
is going to get a lot more expensive. The cat's listening. The cat's paying attention.
The cat's like, hey, are you listening to this right now?
And I will leave
Come on,
you
Mark.
with my second statement, which is a more of a question. When is the last time you've seen a first-party Switch game go on sale?
Not never.
Very rare. It is
I never even seen.
very
They go on
rare.
sale? I didn't
Those
even ever see
prices
that
never.
sale.
Those prices never go down.
They don't.
They stay.
They
the
don't.
Tears
Well,
of the
why is that?
Kingdom is
You
like
go
3
right now. That
years
shit
old.
is still
And
it is still
$60.
$60. Mhm.
If you think in the future that Mario Kart will go on sale and it won't be $90,
You're crazy.
at Christmas you might get 10% off.
Maybe. maybe.
So you're still paying the 80 plus tax for
right.
Or maybe
you
might
get lucky and it actually is part of a bundle.
Or you get
it might be part of a Switch.
So it is part of a bundle. There's a Switch bundle. You get Mario Kart because Mario Kart is a launch title on the Switch 2. So the Mario Kart and the Switch 2, $500.
I'm sorry, I thought $500.
The console by itself is like $450.
So you get the game for
with the
$50.
bundle, so with the bundle you save like $40 or whatever on the game.
I'm glad my daughter grown because I'm not buying her no Switch. I'm not. I bought the last two. Nope. Hell no.
Listen, I'm not. Also, I do okay. Okay, I do okay. I'm comfortable. Not.
You are. No, you
could always do better. No, not that.
Yard big. The helicopter be landing at the house, bro.
Oh my god.
No.
For that kind, I'm telling you,
they do fly over them on occasion.
It was a flyby. I thought she was landing on the house.
I will just upgrade my PC for that kind of money.
Let me tell you. I ain't got it. I ain't got it. I ain't got it.
I mean,
I don't foresee myself having it.
I can make it work, but not for no Switch 2. I can't justify it.
You don't get to release the Switch 2 2 months after you announce it and then expect for me to get it day one.
Right, that part. Because I'm expecting them to say like, okay, this is Switch 2 is coming like holiday season or Switch 2 is coming the beginning of 2026 or some shit like that. Really? You're gonna drop this and by the way, it's coming out in 2 months.
Tomorrow, season.
What?
2 months. Pre-orders are out at the end of the week.
That's wild.
I saw some stories. Supposedly, Nintendo is trying to ship a whole bunch of Switch to the U.S. to try to beat the tariffs. Supposedly.
Yeah. So they have a stock of Switch 2s in the States already. They already have some in the States. So that's why they were going to push that $450 price without it going up again. But they were still making them, I think they were building them in Vietnam to avoid the tariffs they were going to put on China. Because they didn't think that they were also going to put tariffs on Vietnam. But then they did. So now they're trying to move all of those already built Switch 2s before the tariffs increase or some stupid shit like that.
They're trying to expedite them units.
Yeah, trying to move that work.
Merlin don't like that. Merlin like, nah, stop talking about this right now.
But once they're gone, I foresee them being more expensive. But I am not a financial specialist.
Don't take their information from us.
To Nintendo's credit, they did implement a strategy to try to beat out the scalpers.
I guess.
They implemented a little policy.
And a policy where
you had to apply to pre-order for the Switch. And apparently one of the requirements was, I think it was, you had to have been an active Nintendo Online member by April 2nd, and you had to have at least 50 hours of playtime on that account to even be able to apply to pre-order it.
I don't know about the playtime, but I did see the story about how you do have to be a Nintendo Online member.
I saw that part too on an article. I
guess that kind of does help because you just have people out there who be like, oh, you go ahead and
that
buy
makes
this
it
and sell it. It makes it a little bit
for
harder.
scalpers.
So
also, GameStop did announce that if you turn in a Switch with 2 working controllers, they'll give you like $175 for it. So trade-in value.
GameStop?
That's not bad.
So
That's
175 does make that 450
getting
number a lot more manageable. I'm not going to listen. I would be a hypocrite if I looked you dead in the face right now and said, I am never getting a Switch 2. I want to play Mario Kart.
I'm not saying I'm never going to get it. It's just, again, that goes against my personal
It just ain't
rule.
happening. It ain't
I have
right now.
console on day one.
It ain't happening right
ever.
now.
I bought my Xbox pretty soon after. I did. I got it Black Friday, so not day one, but like month one.
It was impossible for me to get my freaking Xbox Series X when it came.
Oh, shit, me and Al were in Japan. We just walked to the store.
Well, y'all were lucky. Y'all were fucking lucky. When I tell you, it took me months, and it was a dedicated.
We're on a military base too.
Oh man, I couldn't wait. I was like, boy, I'm going on lunch. Going to the next. Here we go.
Everybody else is at work.
Yep.
Well, I think it was. I'm not gonna say names, but somebody's spouse worked over at the next two, hid that shit over next to the fucking under the towels. Shit, you know what it was. You know what it was.
I got mine. He said I got mine.
I got mine.
Dang,
Yeah.
crazy.
But yeah, things are expensive. Also, thanks to Game Pass, I think I have the rest of the year planned out with what I'm playing.
Oh yeah.
Between Game Pass and the few games in which I have to pay full price for, I'm good. I don't think I need a Switch 2 until next year. Gonna be honest with you. There is a lot of games coming out this year. I am struggling to finish the games that I'm currently playing. Like I finished South of Midnight. I'm trying to finish Assassin's
I
Creed.
still gotta go back
Me and my
and
wife
finish
still need to
Avowed.
finish Split Fiction.
Right.
I haven't finished Avowed. If it came out this year, I haven't finished it unless it's South of Midnight. If South of Midnight was only like 12 hours of a game.
And then Clear Obscure Expedition 33 is coming, which that's the
We
one
got
that
Doom
I'm
coming.
really excited for.
Damn, yeah, we do got Doom.
We got Doom coming.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That
Doom,
that
There's
got
a lot
heavy
of
hitters on the way.
games to be played. There's a lot of ways to play them. There's also
man.
this has been the cheapest way to play a lot of first party games if you have Game Pass. Xbox does
Yeah.
not pay me. I would love if they did, but they don't.
Man, that would be great.
Man,
But it is
real nice.
top tier right now. If you want,
'cause
you
we've
want
been
games
bigging
to
them up
play.
for a minute now.
Like a whole library at your
Listen,
disposal.
you can still get some 360 games on there too. Like,
Hell yeah.
Man.
bruh, you can't tell me it's not the best choice right now.
I do go back sometimes and play was it Doritos
For the
Crash
hell of
Course?
Man.
Hey,
I like that game.
hey,
And the
that
other
was
one,
my-
Midnight,
that was
what
my
was it?
shit.
Monday
Midnight
Night
Rock.
Combat? What was it called?
yeah, Monday Night
Wait.
Combat. I remember that.
You remember? I think it was for the PlayStation 1 or PlayStation 2. If you got a meal at Burger King, they gave you the Burger King kart
Burger King.
racer.
Bro,
Mhm.
they had more than
My
just a
God.
Burger King car racer. They had an actual like Burger King game.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Yes, I remember. I remember Burger King game.
We're
Like,
old.
Good times.
Well,
Good
that's
times.
okay. Well, this has been our abbreviated gaming section. Very unorganized, very off the cuff, but I'm sure I'll probably just chop this up into clips. The clips have been doing very well. Thank you guys for that.
Appreciate that.
Hell yeah, brother.
Hit the comment button.
Yes. Do the
like
stuff.
the
Do
like
the things. Yeah.
do
all
the
the
stuff
things.
things.
Do the stuff.
Yeah,
do the
press
thing.
the bell and do all that
Hey.
Grab
good
the
stuff.
whistle, bop it, twist it,
Twist it,
Pop it.
pull it.
Twist it.
Hey,
squeeze it.
headbutt the screen. Yeah, do that. No, really.
Tap that subscribe button.
As much as I do like the like and subscribe button, and I love the comment button, I really like the comment button. Yeah, we're gonna probably in the beginning of the D&D clip, I'll probably put some of my favorite comments at the top of that because those motherfuckers are funny. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they
But-
got you good.
Oh yeah. Fucking Cleveland taco.
That shit crazy.
The Cleveland taco. Yeah. But as much as I like all of those things, if you really want to do a solid, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button.
Hit that subscribe.
Or instead of hitting the comment button and like button, hit the share button.
Share that
Yes.
shit. Hey.
Spread
Yeah,
the
motherfucker.
good
Hit
word.
the share button. Share
that
it. Send
shit.
it.
Tell your mama, your cousin, and them.
Send it to a
Everybody.
friend. Even if you didn't like what we said.
Share
Even
it
if you
in
send it
your
to a
group
friend and you're
chats.
just like, this guy
Share it
sucks.
in your groups.
That's fine.
All
yeah,
of that good
if that shit sucks, send it to somebody like, look how sucky these niggas is. Look at
Cleveland-
this nigga. Yeah.
Cleveland Brown was telling me that I am not emotionally intelligent enough to play South of Midnight.
Yeah.
I love it here.
You're not.
I
You're
I
just
love
not.
it.
Crazy.
God.
That's crazy. Look what he said to me.
Yeah. You know what? Let's spread the love a little bit. How about in the comments for this one? You guys could tell Terry who he looks like.
I'm about to. If it's a dark skinned nigga, I'm gonna look like him.
That's crazy.
I'm a Samuel L. Jackson and motherfucking Coming to America.
No.
That's me.
Wait a minute. Wait.
Honestly, that looks more like King than you.
Shit.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Okay. I can see that one. I go, okay.
Damn.
My
If King
God.
had the beanie, if King had the
If you had
beanie
the
with the
beanie
fake
on,
dreads,
yeah.
No, see,
I gotta go. I gotta go.
I was
My
told
God.
way back in the day, no beard, no mustache. I was told I looked like Birdman.
Yeah. If you finish it, you done.
Well, you look
Ain't no
like
more
Birdman
topic.
Jr. Senior.
Go ahead, rub your hands together. Go ahead, rub your hands together. Do
Rub your
it.
hands together, huh? Yeah, that's him. That's him. That's him. If you finish this, you done. I heard you and Tony Braxton getting a divorce, bro.
Oh my
That's crazy.
God.
How you fumble that bad bitch, bro?
You know what?
Oh.
You know what? I'd love to. I'd also love to hear what Tiffany looks like. Just leave that down in the comments. We'll see you guys.
She looks like a black screen.
Wow.
No, she looks like zeros
what we
and ones,
doing.
nigga.
This what we
Zeros
doing.
and ones.
We got.
This what we doing.
I'll accept computer wife Karen.
Computer wife Karen from his wife.
You remember George Lopez from Spy Kids when he was on the screen?
Oh yeah, Modoc. She ain't nothing but a head. She ain't nothing but a head in a chair.
Oh. Damn. Okay.
Yeah.
No.
If anybody wants to Photoshop her onto one of the iRobots, I'll take one of those too.
Yes.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy right there.
You know what? Just go ahead and comment a bunch of pictures of Alexa. Oh, that works.
Alexa, yeah, that works too.
Wow.
Jarvis, if you got a picture of Jarvis's voice.
Yeah.
The
Digital
sound
wave.
wave. The
Digital
It's just
sound
the
wave.
Matrix. It's just the Matrix gif. It's just one.
Yeah, that's nothing but Matrix. That's what she really is.
We
Red
just
hair,
don't- we
blonde,
just don't
iRobot.
I'll tell you one thing for sure. She is not Cortana.
She's not Choppy either. Huh? Chappy? Chappy's good. Chappy's good.
She might be
Chappy's a
Chappy.
good robot. She's a good robot. Maybe she's a
I'm
female
gonna
Rudy.
uppercut your ass. I swear.
Remember Rudy was the robot? She's probably in a jar somewhere at home.
Oh my gosh.
What
All
in
right.
the Futurama is happening right now?
This has been Chillin In The Party. You guys are you guys.
Oh,
Goodbye.
yeah,
See you
I
next
tell
time.
you.
I tell you what, niggas gonna live.